Turbo token, we're seeing nice increase in price. It actually earlier this morning hit 0.006, 0.005, and really over the last 7 days, holding very nicely above in this kind of range of the 0.004 plus range, high fours. After the double zeros over the last 7 days, it's up 28%. Over the last month, up 284%. And again, we're May 8th here, so really since I want to say April 20th, 23rd, it just held very nicely. Like, this is very nice, extremely healthy looking chart over the last month if you're looking at this. I think, a lot of people very upset with themselves probably if you weren't loading up here at these levels, and even at these levels here on these dips, and these dips. And even right now, I wouldn't say it's a horrible time to still accumulate in DCA. Obviously, it's up almost 300% over the last month, so it's not ideal. But we look at the last year, it is still down at these levels when Turbo ripped up, and obviously back in December was at 1 cent, almost a penny and a half, back in December. But we're looking at Turbo obviously rip over the last month up 286%, like I said. More specifically, over the last day, it's up 10%. But we compare this directly to Ethereum, which I've been alluding to in a lot of videos. Ethereum just broke 2,000 again. The last 7 days for Ethereum, you can see this chart compared to Turbo. It is obviously doesn't correlate identically, but it is very similar. And I've been talking about it for a while. Once Ethereum starts to rip, Turbo is gonna rip as well, and that's what we're seeing here. Back in the year December, when Turbo or Ethereum was at 3,500 plus, almost 4,000, it was at 4,000, exactly when Turbo was ripping. And these charts for the year honestly do look a little similar. I mean, they're not obviously directly correlated because obviously the market cap is so much different, supply is so much different, but they do look somewhat similar if you're talking about up, down, and then slowly rising here. It is similar, up, down. Like, I've been talking about it, that it is very similar and identical. And again, it's only a matter of time before Ethereum really starts to rip and get back to the 3,000 plus level range. And Turbo is going to follow suit, right? And again, so many things have happened to Turbo from like even 6 months ago till now. As far as bullish things, I mean, they put this tweet out just recapping the month of April. 2 new listings, CEX.io and the Revolut app both have listed Turbo token. MEXC and Turbo have a collab and promo, zero trading fee, Carnival Week, meme contest, Telegram quiz, Xbase, LCX, Turbo, year trading fees with 0 fees for 1 week. Also, Rhett, the founder of Turbo, lands a children's publishing partner, and Turbo celebrated its 2nd birthday, had an Xbase with Rhett Mankind and partners and exchanges. So the upside here for Turbo and what they're continuing to build, the team is fully transparent. Rhett, the founder, is fully engaged here on Turbo. He has trying to launch a children's book, if you guys were unaware. He's gonna drop an NFT collection as well, right? It looks really cool. And then obviously the Robinhood listing, which I think we're all waiting for. I think there's a strong chance, I think, that Turbo could push, or Robinhood could push Turbo to all of their users, right? Which would really create a ton of buying pressure for Turbo. And obviously if market conditions correlate to it and work with kind of how Turbo is headed, the sky's the limit in my opinion for Turbo token, right? If we just compare, like, and again, I've done this in a few videos now, but let's just compare Turbo to like Pepe. Pepe obviously is up 20%, doing well because it is sitting on Ethereum, and Ethereum is doing well too. So like I said, these meme coins that are sitting on top of Ethereum, Pepe, Turbo being those main ones. Obviously Doge I think is on Ethereum, and so is Shiba. But right, these smaller market cap memes are going to do very well. Like Pepe right now sitting at a 4 billion market cap. Right now 4 billion. If Turbo hits Pepe's current market cap at 4 billion, it's around 4 cents. It's just an 8.2x from here, which has shown like how much it's rose in price, I guess. Because maybe like 2 months ago, this was like, it was like a 30x, I think, because the price of Turbo had come down so much. But if we talk about Pepe's all-time high, which is around 11 billion, it's a 16 cent, 27x from the current price of Turbo. And I think, you know, it depends on how your average cost, but there's a lot of people I think that got an early on Turbo that would be ecstatic about a 10-cent price for Turbo, right? So at 16 cents, 11 billion market cap, we saw how quickly Pepe got to those levels, right? Pepe right now is at 4 billion. So Pepe was at, let's go by market cap. Pepe was at 4 billion. It got, I mean, it was down here, right? Sub a billion. February of last year, jumped to 6.4 billion in a couple months. Literally, like Pepe went from 491 million market cap to 6.49 billion market cap from February to May. Pretty crazy. I mean, even if we talk about just like the beginning of May, 3.9 to 6, so 3 billion market cap in price in that short amount of time. And that obviously hit the 10, 9 billion, 11 billion market cap back in December when Ethereum was going parabolic. But nonetheless, very bullish on Turbo. The meme coin, in my opinion, this cycle to hold as far as if you want to see multipliers. Please drop a like, hit the subscribe button. As always, have a great day.